Hi, everybody. Matt Noyce, 1 degree outside Weather Network. My goodness, first of all, what a display that we had on Friday night. Thank you to everybody who shared your photographs. They were absolutely amazing. And you shared them mostly on social media. We really appreciate that. Our handle at the number 1 degree outside. If you missed the event last night and you don't get to see it tonight for yourself, check out our social media, especially Facebook and Twitter. We had some great photos that were left in the comments. Or that were sent to us. So be sure you check that out. I think you're going to love it. I do want to give you an update on where we stand here on Saturday evening, so let's check it out and show you what's going on. Okay, we'll start out with tonight's Aurora Forecast from the NOAA Space Weather Prediction Center. First thing you notice, the red indicates where we should see 90 to 100% chance of aurora. That does not even make it in New England tonight, at least not as of this forecast. But keep in mind, last evening, it really didn't show a lot of action necessarily being here as well. And we saw it all the way down to the southeastern United States, right? Well, here's the thing. It's a little bit different this time around. I want to show you the 30-minute forecast of the Aurora Borealis. So this is basically tracking where the energized, excited particles are in the upper levels of the atmosphere. Again, red is where you've got that 90% chance or greater of seeing Aurora Borealis. We had that into New England 24 hours ago. That's when I came to you with your Friday night video and said, oh my gosh, we might actually do it tonight, because we almost never seem to do it in New England. Last night was the best night in recent memory. Well, as I play things through the overnight, now early this morning on Saturday morning, shifted across Alaska and Siberia. Then during the afternoon, watch, it really dies down. But what you're going to see is there's been a couple of pulses over the course of the late day and evening hours. Watch, you'll see. Here it is dying down. Oh my goodness, almost gone. But it pulses back and goes away. It pulses back and goes away. And right now, I mean, it's like there's really very little. However, you may still see another pulse. So we'll be watching. I mean, this was a huge coronal mass ejection from the sun. You have multiple rounds of energy that come through over the course of multiple days. So there's still a chance. But what I'm going to do is I want to empower you to look for it yourself. And so I'm going to include some links in the description of this video. You'll be able to watch these 30-minute forecasts, so you will know in advance, if you keep refreshing, as to whether or not it looks like we're going to get back into the excited particles in the upper atmosphere. But one thing to tell you about is the weather. Take a look at the clouds are already into Western Mass. They're into Vermont. They're into Western and Central Connecticut, right? Those clouds are coming out of upstate New York and they're moving east. You've got clouds in Maine. Those clouds in Maine are actually going to shrivel and turn into just pockets. So believe it or not, I actually think, and you can see here in the cloud forecast, this is for 8 p.m. Still not dark enough to see aurora anyway, but notice your cloud cover really goes down in a lot of central and western Maine, like 0 to 10%. Also on the Cape, you drop as well about 10 to 20% at 8 p.m. By 9 p.m., as it gets dark enough to see the aurora, you're still at 5 to 15% around the Cape. You're still real low in a lot of western and central Maine. Here's your pockets of clouds that are lingering in some parts of eastern Maine. But look at this. These clouds coming into a lot of the rest of New England are middle and high altitude clouds. The high altitude part we could deal with. The middle part is what makes it tough. There still may be a couple of breaks if we go out through, let's say, 10 p.m. Around the I-95 corridor or right at the eastern Mass coast. But mostly there's a lot of 100%, 90 to 100% cloud cover in here. So look, bottom line, if we go even farther out, 11 p.m., again, maybe a few breaks, eastern New Hampshire, eastern Mass. The clouds starting to fill in through western Maine. Central Maine is at least pockets of clouds and pockets of clearing. And then by midnight, yeah, you're pretty much clouded over. Look at that. After midnight, you're clouded over. So I guess the moral of this story here is that the best chances in the first part of the night tonight. And I really do want you to utilize the link that I'm including in the video description so you can watch for yourself, just so you're not wasting your time going out there and looking if there's nothing actually going on in the atmosphere, in the upper atmosphere, the favorite northern lights anyway. All right, so that's the rundown on it. Again, if you missed last night, thank you so much to all those of you who sent in your photos. Danielle and I can't thank you enough, and I invite the rest of you to check them out on social media. I think you'll really enjoy them. Good luck if you're going to be looking tonight. I hope you see something. If you do, make sure you share it with us. Take care.